Hello, welcome back. Let's finish up this video here and let's try a few more examples to see if you get the hang of it. Hopefully you can do some of these without watching all the way through the video, or what I'd like you to try is maybe after I copy it down, you see if you can get the answer by pausing it first and checking it. Reminder of what the formula was from the first video. To find the slope, we want to find the change in the y divided by the change in the x. And we use that formula right there. So on this particular video, or this particular problem, let's let this be x1. Let's let this be x2, y2, and we'll let this be x1, y1. Again, doesn't matter. So to find the slope, I'm going to go 5 minus negative 3 divided by 2 minus 2. Now minus negative 3, if I change that to addition, that would become 8. And 2 minus 2 is 0. Uh-oh, we have a really strange thing that happens here. Because in math, the answer is not 0. Don't write down 0. That would be wrong. Because this denominator is 0. It's impossible for us to divide by 0. This slope is actually undefined. If you call this 0, if you say equals 0 there, I would count that wrong on a test. That's undefined. Or you could say no slope. This particular line would go straight up and down, and it goes through 2, 5 and 2, 3, so it would go straight up and down on where x equals 2. That is actually not a function because it has multiple points for one value of x, so we call that no slope. You can't do that for at least as far as having a value that equals an actual slope. So that's no slope when that denominator is 0. Okay, and again, don't confuse that with an actual 0 slope question. Well, here's a couple more here that we could try, and if you want to try it on your own and then watch through the video, please do that. I would challenge you to try it, and you might do it different from me, but we'll show you what the actual answer is as we go through the video here. So for this one, I'm going to work a little faster now. You don't actually have to label which one is x1, y1. You just have to be consistent in what's in the numerator and the denominator. So I'm going to go negative 3. So I'll start with this y minus this y, negative 5, divided by negative 1 minus negative 2. All right, negative 3 minus negative 5, change that to addition. All right, negative 3 plus positive 5, that's positive 2. Then change this to addition. Boom, boom, negative 1 plus 2 is 1. That's 2 over 1, or you could just say 2. The rise is 2. The run is 1. So when the denominator is 1, we just call it 2. The slope is 2 on that question. In this problem, you can start to see why it's so important that we can add and subtract integers correctly, because obviously you're going to have to be doing that a lot to correctly answer slope questions, which are kind of a big deal for what you're going to see next year in Algebra 1. Last question right here. If you want to try it. I'm going to work on through it. Here we go. Find the 2 points of the slope if the 2 points are these 2 points. So the slope m is equal to I'll go negative 1 minus negative 1. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we use because they're both negative 1. So in the denominator, I will do 2 minus negative 1. All right, we change that to addition. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. That is 3. Now notice on this one, all right, the numerator is 0. That is the one that actually equals 0. So the slope of this particular line is 0. Okay, that's a line that goes straight across like this through y is equal to negative 1. It would go through negative 1 to negative 1. You'd have a line like that that goes under the parallel to the y-axis, or sorry, parallel to the x-axis there. So that's what I need to be able to do before we move on, is to correctly calculate and the slope, finding the slope given two lines, and just watch your negative signs and getting things in the right place, and hopefully you'll be able to do just fine with that. So that's all, and we will talk to you soon.